Good morning. It is Valentine's Day, February 14th. I just put out a short regarding the pound for pound #1 in the world. I don't know if you've seen the update. I believe it was updated this morning or maybe during the night or last night. As I was reading the rules earlier, it said that the UFC has to update them within 48 hours of the last UFC event, and we are past that. So as of this morning, still the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world is Alexander Volkanovski. Now this is very interesting. And one more thing I learned while I was reading this morning about the rankings is the way they decide that, and I thought it was only the UFC that decided this, but I guess between 20 and 30 of the journalists or the MMA community, they actually help decide this, and I didn't realize that. So while they do help decide it, the UFC actually does end up picking the actual numbers and rankings, but they use the data from the journalists to help. So that's what I learned. I could be a little bit off, so don't hold me to that, but I thought that was interesting. So why this is important is because the UFC, from what I'm seeing already, and it seems obvious, but UFC is already pushing for the second fight between Islam and Alexander, right? It was the best, one of the best fights I've seen, probably top 5. I'm sure it is for most people. It's a huge fight. It's going to bring huge numbers. It's going to bring these guys a lot of money for fighting each other again, and I think we see a different result on the second fight. As most people thought Alexander won. If you look at it very finely and technically, yes, Islam did win, but overall, most people are going to say that Alex won. So we want to see it again. The other thing is, with the recent controversy, scandal, whatever you want to call it, with the IV, we're bringing a lot of hype around this, a lot of drama. We still have yet to see if it's all true. As you know, or as you might not know, is Dan Hooker has accused Islam of hiring a nurse and receiving an IV treatment somewhere before weigh-ins, after weigh-ins, before the fight, which is not legal. So what I think is happening, and the UFC is great at this, is they're already setting up, you know, they're the ones who sell these fights, and they know how to sell a fight. So they know they have something huge here with this second fight and all the controversy and all the back and forth, and they're doing a great job of setting us up for that next fight. The biggest news, though, as I started the video with, is the pound for pound rankings. I'm sure Islam thought he'd be #1 today, as he won the fight, and I'm not sure on the MMA math on this, but I thought he would be #1 as well. But I guess you do have to consider that even though Alex lost the fight at 155 to Islam, Alex is still the champ of 144 or 145, and Islam is still the champ of 155. So you take that, they're both still champions, but most people thought Alex won. And if you use the community or the journalist data, a lot of those people are probably going to say, you know what, we think that Alex is still the pound for pound. And the UFC took that, and they took all the stuff that's going on around this, and they made some controversy about this whole situation and the pound for pound. So this is just crazy. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Put in the comments below who you think should be pound for pound. Do you agree with this? And are you excited for the second fight if it happens? Because we know it's probably coming. And guys, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. Thank you.